It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Charlotte as the Hornets go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And it's amazing. Final game of the regular season upon us. Some teams have nothing to gain by playing their starters. But, Shaq, you can't rest guys the way you used to.
Yeah, you can. The way the league sees it, unless a guy's injured, he should play. You know, ticket prices are high. It protects the fan. And, again, if you get hurt, just call me. Man up. I got that icy hot for you.
Oh, no question. But you can also manage the minutes, though. You can really do it. Guys just play a certain amount and not really overdo it. Just be smart about it. You know, Popovich is great at that.
It hurts right here. Do you have some icy hot?
Actually, I have some right here, Ernie.
How can it be icy and hot at the same time?
I don't know, but it is.
I can't tell you the formula.
It's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Man up.
Yeah. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's like wet and dry.
You man up too, Kevin.
You're wet and dry at the same time.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets winning their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of a pack, a Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes, when is pretty good not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership? Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. The final day of the regular season, players get a small break, Clark, then we jump right into the playoffs. Boy, it is hard not to just absolutely embrace this time of year, is it?
Kevin, it is one of the special times of year on the sports calendar when you talk about the NBA playoffs, because the best in the world now are going to be focused, locked in, well-rested, playing for the highest stakes in the game. And they get to do it in series format, so you get multiple opportunities to prove you're the better team. And for fans and us as broadcasters, it's great drama and theater right in front of us.
Cannot wait for the playoffs to begin.
I'm with you there.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Williams trying to break free. The shot's good from the beast.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Augustine, that's good.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin. A consistent three-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
Passes it to the beast. And that one is hammered home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. The Hornets on offense. Outside, Batum. Fader on the way. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 6 points for the Beast.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Coming down the back stretch, good time to check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And the Hornets, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Now, here's Isaac. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Back to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got his first basket.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
The Beast. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw good from the Beast.
And, you know, one of the areas where the Orlando Magic struggled was with consistency, but not only on the floor, but across the franchise. A lot of coaching turnover the past decade.
And the Magic have gone through a lot of coaches, as you said.
Yeah, lack of continuity at that position can really derail any momentum you're attempting to build. And the same can be said about their players. A lot of trades and turnovers with the roster. That's not a recipe for consistent success.
Now, here's Fournier. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Walker against Augustine. Here's the Beast using his post move to get the 2 points. The Beast's got 10 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Fournier in the corner. Back to Gordon. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. The kick out to Walker. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Walker always shot ready. This is why you can't lay off of him, especially when the ball's going towards him.
Fournier for 3, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Lamb passes to the Beast. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Now here's Gordon. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. And now as we get into April, let's take a moment to look at how the top talent across the league is holding up. It's the rookie race. And with the season starting to wind down, one of these young men will be taking home that coveted Rookie of the Year award. And you look at the beast all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Me too, Greg. I mean, the way he has sustained his level of play for the entire season, that's what's most impressive, the consistency of his performance. He hasn't had the major ups and downs that so many rookies go through.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Williams a screen on Fournier. Charlotte moving it around. Here's the beast. Vucevic defending. And again, another shot trained there from the beast. The beast's got 16 points.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Charlotte leading by 7. In a wide open look for Lamb. The offensive rebound, Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. They set the pick. And Augustine kicks to Isaac. Shot clock at 5. A floater. That's tipped. Outside Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind, Clark?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
And here's Augustine following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. Vucevic the pass to Augustine. Outside Fournier. Shot to stop the run. The shot misses.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
Here's the beast. Vucevic defending. Here's the beast. Zeller trying to free himself up. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Here's Augustine after the made shot from the beast. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Gordon. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb up top. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Batum, and Parker subbed in for Walker. Orlando also making some changes. Simmons checked in for Vucevic. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Monks checked in for Jeremy Lamb.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Here are the Magic now after the basket by Charlotte. Dellavedova with the ball. He kicks it to Bamba. Hornets with the rebound. The Beasts got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Parker passes to the Beast. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like, guys, he cannot miss.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Here's the Beast. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's the Beast, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Bamba. 9 points last game out. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Zeller, a screen on Simmons. Here's the Beast, and it doesn't even draw iron.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Poke loose, Zeller with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Zeller passes to the Beast. Back to Zeller, to the inside. Parker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Zeller. That shot off, and Orlando will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
And he gets it to go.
And, you know, Dellavedova can be quite unpredictable at times, especially when shooting that floater. That unpredictability plays to his advantage.
Now, here's Monk. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's the Beast. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
From deep three-point range, the shot off that time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, folks. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. The Beast, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Lamb, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Kemba Walker in for Tony Parker. Then for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Fournier comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant.
And the size and skill set that Vucevic possesses makes it hard for defenders. He's agile as a 7-footer, and he also has enough body and knows how to use it that defenses have a real problem with.
And so in the game for the Magic, inside we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Simmons in at the 3 slot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He had an incredible number of points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Now here's Simmons. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Vucevic. It's an 18-point game. 4 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The Beasts got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Batum. They get it again. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And that one falls for Zeller. And Cody Zeller, he's carved out a fine career for himself, Clark, but not quite what everyone expected.
Yeah, he was the 4th overall pick in the draft, Kevin, and he's got tremendous skill and athleticism, and he's plateaued a bit, but I think with bigger guys, you've got to look at a 5 to 6 year time horizon versus 3 or 4. He's a really good pick and roll player. He can run the floor and usually shoots a pretty high percentage.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Checking out the numbers for the Beast. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Clark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Boy, some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Now here's Lamb, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The shot's good from the Beast. The Beast's got 29. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Simmons. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And, you know, sometimes it appears as though Simmons is better finishing through contact. I mean, he really relishes those opportunities.
Here's the Beast. And he drops it in from the low post. The Beast's got 31.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Fournier sets the pick for Augustine. It's tipped.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Vucevic.
It's obvious down in the paint is where Vucevic is most comfortable, just utilizing his size and strength against anybody who tries to defend him.
Here's the Beast, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Picked by Vucevic. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 11 points in the quarter.
And when Fournier gets rolling, watch out now. A high percentage shooter. He's very gifted at getting the looks he wants out there.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Charlotte running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
Marvin Williams is out there with the Beast. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now, here's Walker. Here's the Beast. And he uses the glass on the layup. The Beast's got 37.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
That's tipped. Outside Williams. Pass to the Beast. From 13, it's hauled in by Gordon.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Persistence pays, Kevin. Love seeing Isaac stay with the play like that, using his height and the high release on those nice finishes.
Charlotte leading by 23. And even though he's still a young guy, Coach Borrego's seen how to do things the right way, Clark, under Coach Greg Popovich.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just another branch coming off the Popovich coaching tree. And, you know, his tenure, Borrego's tenure in Charlotte, I think will be interesting to watch, but he certainly has been well prepared for it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Williams. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Monks checked in for Lamb. And Tony Parker subbed in for Walker. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
It's stolen by Monk. Parker left side. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Grant with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Picked by Vucevic. Grant kicks to Fournier. Grant with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Isaac. Orlando with a fresh 24. That one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Monk, the pass to the Beast. There's the double team with Grant. The pass to Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast. Makes it off the glass. The Beast's got 39.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now. Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
Charlotte moving it around. Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. Passes it to the Beast. Plays it up and banks it in. The Beast's got 41.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Picked by Vucevic. Grant sets a screen for Fournier. Now here's Isaac, covered by Parker, and the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella, and he shoots it with confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Isaac. Now here is Dellavedova. Gordon a screen. Dellavedova dishes to Gordon. Grant against Parker. Grant the pass to Gordon. Over Parker. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Grant. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Here's the beast. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Grant kicks to Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact, ignoring it, really.
Screened by Parker. Here's the beast, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
They set the screen. Gordon a screen. To the inside. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here we go. Fast break. Kid Gilchrist has got it. The shot's good from Monk. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Grant. Following the basket by Malik Monk. Clock at 4. Orlando needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Nice shot there by Bamba. He has 6.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Monk. Here's the beast. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Gordon, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
Back to Parker. Here's the beast. Defended by Gordon. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, the refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Charlotte calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Walker subbed in for Monk. Time to change for the Magic. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. Here's the beast. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pass to Dellavedova. Outside, Simmons. Magic moving the ball around, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And defensively, great anticipation.
Here's the Beast, defended by Gordon. The shot's good from the Beast.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And so in the game for the Magic, Augustine and Simmons are the guard tandem. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Now, here's Vucevic. Shoots over Biyombo, and it falls over the rim and in. That's 12 points for Vucevic.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Ken Burge is checked in for Vucevic. Jarrell Martin comes in for Aaron Gordon. Ross is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Frazier in for Augustine.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Now here's Ross. After the miss from the Beast. Martin the screen, just 5 to shoot. Again, the Magic score.
Well, when you've got the combination of shooting range and athleticism that Terrence Ross possesses, then you've got great potential as a scorer.
Now, here's Walker. Here's the Beast, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Beast's got 55.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Batum against Frazier. You look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
The Hornets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's the Beast, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here is Ross, following the bucket by the Hornets. Off the left rim and out.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Here is Frazier. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Screen by Simmons. Frazier the pass to Simmons. Fades away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Pass to the Beast. And another one falls. Amazing.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Martin kicks to Ross. Simmons, a screen on Williams. With some art. Got a piece of it. Here's the Beast. Count it. Good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Walker. Frazier outside. Shot clock at 6. Simmons, a screen on Batum. Frazier kicks to Ross. Another miss by Orlando.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Hits, count that one from the Beast.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now here's Frazier. Outside, Martin. Here's Simmons. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And Orlando has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Frazier, the pass to Martin. They get a hand on it. Here's the screen. No one near him. And the jumper is good.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Biyombo, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside, Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for Ross. Lets a floater go. Biyombo with the block.
Excellent timing by Biyombo and an impressive vertical, too. He's a good shot blocker because of that.
A shot by Batum, no good. The Magic have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the middle. And now Orlando on the break. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Tony Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Kem Birch. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Frazier. And it's Grant in for Simmons. Now here's Parker. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from Grant. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said. Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized, and to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible, they're very accessible, they're well connected to the community through their platforms, but you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
Here's Grant after the made shot from the Beast. Outside, Martin. That's tipped. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And it's Parker in the corner, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Hey, yo, Parker, set it up, bring the play in.
1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Now the pass to the Beast. And got it! Another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And after a number of battles over the course of this season series, this victory tonight is going to finish them off with an advantage of 3-1 on the year against the Magic.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Beast.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Now Ross. Back to Dellavedova. Picked by Vucevic. And here is Dellavedova. That's a 2 from Martin. Off target. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah! Way to play, man. Way to play, man. That's the way, baby. That's how we do it. Big win. Yep.
Pretty sure I'm maniacal.